Okay, welcome to another edition of Inside the Challenge. Today I have with me Ryan Berman from Berman Stairs, and Ryan is going to explain to you what it was like working in a really confined, tight space for a staircase and the complexity of a handrail detail that afforded them an opportunity to be able to rethink how they were going to provide some solutions to this really tight challenge. So, Ryan, thanks for joining. Look forward to learning from you. So go ahead and
Hey,
floor is
Jonathan,
yours.
thanks for having me on.
Of course.
Yeah, so this job that you're just describing, yeah, so that was one of the challenges that was brought to our desk um, for initial quoting and taking on. So it was basically it was a really tight radius stair,
Okay.
3 stories high, and as well as a profiled handrail on top. So it was kind of um, unique. Well, every stair that we do is unique, but
Yeah.
this one especially. So we had to really plan how that was going to be done, and um, you know, look at some 5-axis CNCing options as well as some other technologies that to bring this about.
Okay. So you can you show us what this looked like?
Yeah, so basically, um, to get an idea of how this stair looked, so our first kind of image that came across to us was this kind of inspiration photo here in
Okay.
AutoCAD. So we've got this open right hand side of the stair with a wall of glass right beside it.
Yep.
Um, So looking at that, obviously you need something to support those treads. They're
Yep.
not going to hang out there in midair. Um, so looking at that, you'll need a hidden steel, especially in that side.
Yep.
Um, so looking at that, we're not really seeing too much curves yet, but coming to a top-down view, you'll see these really tight radiuses that are going to work all the way down the stair. So here's your different floors there.
Yep.
Um, so we ended up to make this curved wall. We ended up stacking a bunch of 3/4 thick MDF cutouts on top of each other. Actually, got one here to show you. So we ended up taking
Ah,
these
cool.
profile pieces
Yep.
and then stacking them on top of each other to get the height you need. And what that does is that enables you to have a smooth, round um, guard wall that's not going to have any sort of bumps that you would typically get with drywall or such. So here's actually a 3 foot or 2 foot section I have here.
Okay.
That's going to be curved like that.
Yep.
Uh, so obviously that's a really tight radius.
Yeah.
Um, you can't really get in there for plastering or anything, so you kind of need a finished surface right away. So that's kind of how we achieved that with those profiled pieces. So that's going to be done on a 3-axis machine,
Okay.
um, and then for the profiled handrail, since it's such a tight radius, you're not going to be able to bend that. So what we ended up doing there is using a 5-axis machine.
Okay.
Um, and then actually, before sending that out to get machined, we came up with this 3D printed piece. So
Very cool.
yeah, so we made that just to give the clients the ability to get a touch and feel, make sure
Yeah.
they like the profile before we actually go ahead and machine that, and that actually let us make sure that it fits exactly how we want it as well.
Right.
Um,
So it's a
yeah,
pretty creative solution. Do you often find yourself using 3D printing, or this was a relatively like a new experience for everyone?
it it comes up whenever you need a sample that's quite complex, and uh, that doesn't make sense to go ahead and make the finished product right off the bat.
Yeah.
So 3D printing offers a cost effective solution for coming up with a model that's going to let you see exactly what you're getting.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot
and
easier to get sign off, right?
yeah, and you can build scale models as well as of the stairs. We've done that for a project, and that enables you to see the whole staircase, see where your walls are, where everything sits, as well as headroom. um, get you a good look at the project before even building anything.
Right.
So
Yes. A lot of risk mitigation.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Appreciate it, Ryan. Thanks for walking us through what this challenge and solution is.
Yeah.
To me is really interesting. I wouldn't even really thought that you would utilize something like 3D printing for this, but it makes complete sense.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. um, yeah, so a little bit about the five axis machining. Typically you have three axes that you can cut in, and that's going to enable you to cut something like this, right? So you have three axes. You have the X, the Y, and the Z axes,
Yeah.
or Z if you're in Canada, which we are. So that's going to get you your Y, your X, and then your height as well, the Z.
Yeah.
But then five axes is going to allow you to get rotation in the X and the Y axes, and that's going to allow you to come in here and mill these profiles in the edge of the rail.
Right.
Um, so that's just a little word on five axes there.
Yeah. It's like the multiverse.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Well,
Uh,
thank you, Ryan. I appreciate it.
yeah, no problem.